Okay, so let's get right into it. If you're in the SEO or webmaster world, you know that feeling, right? That pit in your stomach when you open your analytics and the traffic chart has just fallen off a cliff. We're going to break down exactly what happened with Google's big March 26 update, and more importantly, what you can and should do about it right now.
So, does this look familiar? One day you're fine, the next your rankings have plummeted, your traffic is in a nosedive, and you're scrambling trying to figure out what went wrong. Was it something you did, or was it something Google did to you? Well, you're not alone, not by a long shot, and there's a very specific reason this is happening.
And here it is. On March 24th, Google made it official. A brand new global spam update was rolling out. So if your organic traffic took a dive right around that date, this is almost certainly the culprit. And this wasn't just a minor tweak. It was a major shakeup across the entire search landscape.
So let's put this thing under the microscope. We're going to properly meet the culprit behind all this chaos, unpack what this update really was, who it was gunning for, and why it hit so hard.
Okay, let's just lay out the core facts. It went live March 24th. It was global, hitting all languages. But here's the single most important detail on this slide. This was a spam update, not a core update. And trust me, that distinction changes everything. It means Google wasn't just broadly reassessing quality. It was on a surgical mission to take out sites that were breaking its spam policies. But to really get what's going on, we have to go a layer deeper. We need to look past the what and understand the how. It's time to pull back the curtain on the AI system that's actually pulling the strings. Let's talk about something called Spam Brain. So what the heck is Spam Brain? Think of it like Google's automated AI watchdog. It's a massive machine learning system that is always on, constantly sniffing out and neutralizing search spam. And here's the kicker. It does this at scale, automatically, without a single human ever having to look at your site. When Google rolls out a big improvement to this AI, that's what they call a spam update.
And what's on its hit list? Well, it's all the usual suspects and then some. You've got the classics like spammy, manipulative links and thin, low-value content. But Spam Brain has gotten much smarter, and it's also targeting more technical tricks, things like cloaking or sneaky redirects designed to fool search engines. Basically, if it's deceptive, Spam Brain is designed to find it.
And this right here, this is the point where so many people get tripped up, because a hit from Spam Brain is not the same as getting dinged by a core update, and it's definitely not the same as getting a manual penalty from a person at Google. It's a completely different beast, and knowing that difference is absolutely vital. Let's just break this down. With a manual action, a human reviewer flags your site, and you get a nice clear notification in Search Console. But with a spam update, an AI finds you and you get radio silence. Nothing. This isn't just trivia. It completely dictates your recovery strategy. The path back from a spam update is lonely and, frankly, a lot harder. Okay, enough theory. Let's get our hands dirty. How do you know for sure if this update is what hit your site? Before you touch a single thing, you need a confident diagnosis. Here's your 4-step check. First, pop open Google Search Console. Second, set up a date comparison. You want to look at the week right before March 24th versus the week right after. Third, you're looking for the signature, a sharp, sudden drop, not a slow, gentle decline. And finally, the most important step, filter your report by pages to see exactly which URLs took the biggest hit. And here it is, the moment of truth. Stare at that list of URLs that tanked. Are they your weakest pages? The ones with super thin content? Or maybe the pages you built a ton of, shall we say, aggressive links to? If the pages that got slammed are your most questionable ones, well, there's your answer. The AI found them.
Okay, so you've confirmed it. You got hit. It's a tough spot, I know, but it's not the end of the world. Now we pivot from diagnosis to action. It's time to build your recovery plan.
This is your 4-part game plan. It starts with a deep, honest audit. I mean, you need to read every single line of Google's spam policies and compare it against your site. Then comes the hard work, fixing, improving, or just deleting bad content, and cleaning up your backlink profile with a disavow file. But that last step, that's the toughest one. You have to wait. And when I say wait, I'm not talking about a couple of weeks. Google is very clear about this. It can take months for their automated systems to get around to reevaluating your site after you've made changes. So you need to set your expectations. Plan for at least 90 days of monitoring after your fixes are done. This is a marathon, not a sprint.
But now we have to talk about the part that most guys just kind of gloss over. It's the most critical and honestly the harshest piece of this puzzle. Because not all recovery efforts are going to end the same way.
Your ability to actually recover, to get your rankings back, It all hinges on one critical detail. Was your problem rooted in spammy content, or was it spammy links? Because the answer to that question changes everything.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This is a direct quote from Google's own official documentation. It says, "Any ranking benefit the links may have previously generated for your site is lost and cannot be regained." Just let that sink in for a second. The benefit is lost. It cannot be regained. That's not me interpreting, that's Google stating a fact.
So here's the fork in the road. If your problem was bad content, there's a clear path back. You improve or remove the content, you wait a few months, and yes, you can fully recover. But if your problem was link spam, the rules of the game have changed. You cannot recover to your previous rank. That artificial boost, that lift you got from those spammy links, has been permanently erased from the equation.
This is why it's so important to understand what the disavow total actually does. You should absolutely still use it. It's crucial for stopping the bleeding. It tells Google, hey, please stop counting these toxic links against me. It prevents future harm. What it cannot do is turn back time and restore the ranking power you once got from those links. That benefit is gone for good.
Which leaves all of us with one final, very tough question. Now that the artificial benefit from those links is gone, you have to ask, was your site's ranking built on a solid foundation of real authority and value, or was it built on a foundation of sand that just got washed away? This update is forcing everyone to take a hard look in the mirror and focus on building something real.